welcome the YouTube audience back for CLG FC episode 176. It is day 104, I think, here on the Twitch. Yeah, day 104. So we're going to run through. We have a few games left this season, not a whole hell of a lot. We've got 3 games left. We're going to run through them. It's going to take a while to get to them, actually, as well, by the way, because it's obviously bi-weekly. West Ham lose to, who the fuck's that? Liverpool. Okay. What's up, Buttercup? What's up, Viva? Apparently, I'm really bad at numbering the episodes for YouTube. Um, you know what? I'm just gonna decline. I don't care about these. Oh, this guy said this. Oh, yo, you know what I mean? Like, get out of here. Anyway. So 3 comes after 2. Thanks, Viva. Your humor is always appreciated. I just don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. So I have 2 episodes from the 30th, right? And I have episode 167 uploaded, right? So I have 167 uploaded. I have 2 episodes from the 30th, which would be 68 and 69. I have 2 episodes from the 6th, which would be the 70th and the 71st. I have 1 episode from the 8th, that would be the 72nd. And I have 4 episodes from the 9th, which would be the 73rd, 74th, 75th, and 76th. So I have no clue what happened, but apparently something did, and I have no clue what it is, so I'll figure it out later. Anyway, the game at least helps you confirm because, yeah. The game at least confirms it because only official games are actually episodes, right? So we'll see. The other thing is, by the way, the stream is titled Euros 2032 because guess what we're going to be doing after the season ends? We're going to be watching the 2032 Euros. That's right. So see what I mean? Like we've 175 games managed. So this has to be 176. But Lord knows. The other nice thing is, thank you to Lord knows. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, the other nice thing is, though, by the way, is because I believe it was your infinite wisdom, Viva, that meant that I now know how to turn off the leagues below and make them playable / view only, which means once we actually get through this season, like once I actually get through this season to June, this shit's gonna start going by real quick because I'm not gonna have 394,000 players in the database. It's gonna be insane how quick it runs. So here's our weekly meeting, by the way. We'll do endurance training. We'll stop that one. The other one can be reminded in a month. Oh, I just clicked accept all. Anyway, fuck me. Our youth facilities are above average and will help us produce talent, so we should be paying close attention to players that come through. Okay, that's good. Thank you, Danny. I appreciate that. Let's see. I'm tired only because I've got that crash after eating. You ever eat something like carb heavy and then you're just like, that's me right now because I had a nice Jersey sandwich for breakfast. I've had a freshly made Jersey sandwich as well. So once you're up to League 2 Vanarama, you can start thinking about adding some European leagues back in. I have absolutely no interest in doing so because we won't be managing in them. There's no point. So, yeah, there's absolutely no point to do so because this is a community save that we're going to stay at CLG until we win the Champions League, and then we're moving on to something else. So we're not really ever going anywhere in terms of the save, right? So we're not going to be moving anywhere. It's not going to be any of that. So, and then we're at FM28. Listen, brother, I'm trying not to make it that. Oh, that's playing, and I didn't lower the volume on it, so now I did. There we go. It's not going to take that long. I don't think, at least. Knock on wood. And it is a solid wood desk, so. My goal, Viva, you forget my goal for this season or this year, right? For 2025, one of my streaming goals was get to season 15 of CLGFC. I think I'd like to get through season 15 of CLGFC. So we're on season 9 now, and it's mid-February. So I think we're well on track. You'll smack exactly. So I think we're well on track. Although to be fair, if you guys do look at the schedule, right? Since I've come up with it, we're having another monster stream of CLGFC tomorrow. I'm gonna try to get on at 9 a.m. and go straight through to 8:45 at night. So 12 hours tomorrow, just under uh, 11 hour 45. That's gonna be all Football Manager. After that, we're not playing Football Manager again until the 2nd of March. Next weekend, we're going to try F1 again. If not, we're going to play probably Rise of Nations. That's coming on the schedule. So you're going to see Rise of Nations come back. And then, yeah, next weekend, only Sunday I'm streaming because Saturday I'm out hanging out with a friend. So uh, the second we're playing Football Manager, there's no stream on the first because guess what? It's the Union home opener. I'll be at the football March 8th. We'll have Football Manager as well. Um, so that'll be a long stream. And then Rowan. By the way, guys, if you're not following the great Rowan on one, he is definitely on one when he plays Football Manager. He is one of the best. Man also plays. He's got multiple saves going on. You got a network save going on. You got a solo save going on. The network save is taking the Wellington Phoenix and dropping them in. I believe what was it, League Two? You dropped them in, or it was League One? One of the two, and trying to get them up to the Prem. Um, the solo save was DWS and tried League One. I should have done League Two. Yeah. So multiple saves, really good guy, really fun streamer. Streams in Dutch and English as well. So multi-language streamer. Definitely check them out. So um, really great follow as well. So welcome in. But yeah, we're playing Football Manager today, tomorrow. We got it on the schedule for the 2nd. I got it on the schedule for the 8th. And that's the only 4 days. Those are the only 4 days, today, tomorrow, the 2nd, and the 8th, that we have Football Manager on the schedule through the next 5 weeks. So we're going to be bringing back Hearts of Iron is coming back. Rise of Nations is starting. We're starting a save in that. A few days intermittently of First Descendant. I have 2 days I'm going to do the F1 2012. Every Monday is going to be Goddess of Victory Nikkei. Every Tuesday, with the exception of this upcoming Tuesday, where there will be no stream because Honey Badger and I are going to be testing out something together. So every Tuesday will be Time and Tuesday, and then intermittently all the other games in between. So I think Age of History is only on there once. But yeah, and then of course the big one on March 23rd, Unreal Tournament is back for the international break. Smelly Cat and Spider in the group stage match. That's what we'll start with that day, and then of course we'll careen that into anywhere else. Can I share something you found hilarious? Absolutely. The only question I asked Duck Scott is that it is not a short link. Please do not have a short link. Please use a full length URL when posting into the chat. That's the only thing I ask. Um, but we are moving on. So it's from Gyazo. So that's fine. Send it over. Right. What is this? Game VIP, also known as a very idiot, as a very idiotic person. What? Ah, I see what you mean. The dedication factor is what we're pointing out here, isn't it? No, the dedication factor is what we're pointing because of the game time in the game. So I think that's what you're pointing out here. Very nice, very nice. So uh, I never knew that was a thing either. To be fair. Um, all right, we keep moving on. 8 days to go already. Uh, Palace and Everton have just kicked off, by the way. So I've got that on the side monitor. The badminton at the Paralympics I was watching literally just finished in the opening minute of Palace Everton. So we're going right from one, right to another. It changed. It literally changed the next minute. That's funny. Go Palace. Um, yeah, I think I agree with that. Part of me, I'm at the point where I get to the point where like I'm hoping or I'm cheering or rooting or whatever you want to call it, right? Pulling for clubs that the results would help West Ham. And Palace winning, I mean honestly a draw would probably help West Ham the most, but if we can't get that, probably Everton losing would be nice, but um, I remember someone saying it a while ago, but because I got to 6 months, 6 days, and 4 minutes. I thought I'd wait and see if it was legit. Fair enough. Fair enough. I'm glad that it is. I'm glad you found a little Easter egg in there. That's kind of neat, actually. So, got to close tabs of people who are no longer live. Right, and then we're going to move on. Apply advice. I forgot to close Twitch tabs. Benny lad, are you depressed? Said something about depression when you went online. Yeah, I was supposed to go to DC today for an anime convention. I had a friend that was coming out from Seattle. She's never been to the East Coast. I met her in Dallas. Um, so it's been like 2.5 years since I've seen her, and I just decided when I woke up like I was in no mood to go, and I just decided not to go. And I think that's probably why, because I'm a little bit I'm I'm I get this way a lot whenever I plan things. Like and they're not immediately paid for up front. I'm happy I'm going to the Olympics. Do not get me wrong. I'm not. I'm very kind of upset at the fact that it's cost as much as it has, and it's gonna take me a while to pay it off. Because in 2023 I got debt free, and it was the most amazing feeling. Shedding your student loans, probably my debt, honestly. Mostly all the time, it's the debt. It's also the fact that it's fucking a completely untenable living situation living in the United States anymore. Like I'm 37, I'm not on the property ladder. You know what I mean? Like that's a hard part of it. But and it's very hard to get on the property ladder because of just how hard it's been made to do so. But I think the other thing is like when I was like you guys might not relate, but student loans here in the US are a big thing and they're a very big problem. So they kind of weighed me down for 13, 14 years and I finally got rid of them in 2023 and I got rid of them at the end of 2022 and I spent 2023 debt free, and it was the most amazing fucking feeling. And then I went out and bought a car, and decided to go to the Olympics, and now I'm right back in the thick of it. Not as much as when I had student loans, thankfully. My student loans were $138,000, so you know It's not that bad. It's not that bad, but it's the the car is like 20 grand left. Philly drew, by the way, against 10 men Miami. The car I have 20 grand left, and then the Olympics is going to cost me 10 grand to go to. So it's like here I am back in the thick of it after fighting so hard to get out of it, and it just puts a dent on a lot of your plans. So I never know financially what the right decision to make is now, because I have the means to pay it off, but it would mean selling some of my stock portfolio to do so, and I'm like, how much of a future is that going to rob, or potential retirement is that going to rob? You know what I mean? Like, so that's kind of what I'm battling with in my mind every day, is thinking about what the right decision to make is. Early stream, yes, 10th Shadow. I was supposed to go to Katsucon and I didn't. So, um, and I'm sad because I wanted to all Palace have a chance here. Good save from Pickford. Then again, it is Mateta. The man can't score really for shit. You have to field like Mateta's not a bad striker, but you do have to feed him on a silver platter. Like if it's anything that requires him to place a shot well, uh, he's not scoring the goal. Fuck Pickford, he's such a prick, but he is a decent keeper. He is a decent, and this was a very good save. So I will say that. So no, he's not. He's a. I didn't say he was. Whoa, 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 timeout, retro. Timeout. Timeout. Doesn't he have more goals than West Ham this season? Probably. Timeout, retro. I didn't say he's a great keeper. I didn't say he's a phenomenal keeper or he's England's best keeper or anything like that. I just said he's a decent keeper. And I think that's fair to say. I'm going to put on a mix, and then we'll pause the mix whenever we get up to the match day. He's still not a decent keeper. He's a decent keeper. He's a decent keeper. I think he's at the end of his tenure, but I think he's not. Like I don't know. I agree. I'm going to agree to disagree. I think he's a decent keeper. I think there's a handful that are better in the Prem, but you know, his greatest acts, he's a decent shit keeper. His greatest ability is shot stopping. That's the only reason Everton hang on to him, is because he's a really good shot stopper. In terms of commanding the space in his area, he's not very good. But he'll stop a ball. I think that's why they keep him around. So with them little arms. I got the picture of the dinosaur from fucking Toy Story now, Retro. Thank you very much. Listen, you're saying that because he's a former Sunderland player, and as a Pickford myself, I disagree. Listen, I don't like Sunderland either, but when was the last time he was even like he hasn't been on Sunderland in almost a decade? Like fucking get over it. He's good, not great. Yeah, I agree. He's good, not great. Pav, what's going on? By the way, welcome in, Pav. It's hey London Fog. Hey, yeah. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you. um, he's not even good. By the way, for those that want that aren't already following him, give a follow to Retro Gamer FM. I am so slow to type this shit out, but and then I always misspell it anyway. Really good streamer. He's got the Newcastle Brown Ale inspired icon logo, whatever you want to call it. So both of these are fine. Actually, to be honest, he has torn up the under 18, so fuck it. Anyway, let's see. Let's see. All the rest of this is nothing. So, what is that? This? This is a London fog. It is basically like Earl Grey with steamed milk. I'm pretty sure. Um, it's basically Earl Grey, steamed milk, and a sweetener. It's similar to a latte, but instead of espresso, it's Earl Grey. London fart? No, a London fog. FOG. Uh, uh, so my accent is probably way too thick on that one. Um, but I thought you said fart. Like, no, London fog. That's my accent. It's that's how you spell it, obviously. But no, it's that's just the accent in me. 4 days to go until the fixture. But oh shit, it's really coming down outside. The snow. I forgot it was going to snow today as well. This is Leagues in Focus. Should we do it? Let's do it. Let's do Leagues in Focus, shall we? Okay. We always look at the top 5 leagues in England, the level above us, and MLS. We'll start with MLS, right? Red Bulls are top, unfortunately, and then it's my beloved Union. Chicago's second, Charlotte third, Atlanta fourth, NYCFC fifth. Montreal is, I'm sorry, NYCFC is sixth. Montreal 7th, Cincy 8th, Inter Miami are ninth, Columbus are 10th, Toronto and DC 11th and 12th, Orlando 13th, and all of those clubs are a point outside the playoffs. Go Red Bulls, I should ban you for that. Unfortunately, the Scum are the best team in MLS this season, it looks like. They top the West. Houston are second, Sporting Kansas City are third, St. Louis City are fourth, Real Salt Lake fifth, Portland, Colorado, Seattle, and San Jose round out the playoff places. Austin 2 points back in 10th. Over in the Premier League, City are guaranteed the Conference League spot, mainly because they won the what do you call it? They won the I'm pretty sure they won the Carabao Cup. Did they not? Yes, they beat Chelsea in the Carabao Cup. So City are into the Conference League at a minimum because they've won the Carabao Cup. They also lead the Premier League by 2 points over Newcastle, who have also secured at least Conference League play. Arsenal, Chelsea are third and fourth. Villa, Man United, Sunderland round out the European places. Liverpool are literally on goal difference back from Sunderland. Spurs are in ninth. My beloved West Ham are in 15th, and Forest have managed to win 4 straight and draw to pull themselves out of the drop. They're 4 clear above Bristol City and Crystal Palace. Fulham 7 adrift at the bottom of the Prem. Sky Bet Championship, Norwich lead the way. They have a playoff place secured at least 4 points above Leeds. Leeds are 9 above the playoff places, which include Burnley, Swansea, West Brom, and Coventry. Dean might get some joy. West Brom could come back up if they win the playoff, assuming they can hold on to the spot as well. Brentford are 3 points on the outside looking in. At the bottom, it's Blackburn, 5 points above the drop over Huddersfield Town, who have won 3 straight but are still 5 adrift with 5 to play. Stockport are down 21 adrift. Wow, that's 4 wins in 41 games is fucking awful. Even worse than them Salford City, who are down. They're 25 points adrift, just 3 wins in their 24 games. Sky Bet League One, Barnsley top by 4 over Cardiff, who lead the playoff places on goal difference over Portsmouth, Plymouth, Stoke, and Charlton. Oxford are 2 points back in 7th. At the bottom, Reading 4 above the drop over Peterborough United. Exeter are 5 adrift, haven't 1 in 5 themselves. Wigan are 8 adrift in 23rd. Preston haven't 1 in 5. They are 15 points adrift with 5 to play. So a point for Reading or any game, or Preston fail to win any game, and Preston will be down. Sky Bet League 2, Crawley lead the league by 2 points over Carlisle, who are above Yeovil by 2 points, who themselves lead the playoff places only on goal difference over Colchester United. South Shields, who had just come up from Vanarama National, by the way. Wickham, who have ripped off 5 straight wins. Torquay, who haven't 1 in 5. Forest Green, a point on the outside looking in. At the bottom, Notts County just a point above the drop and have lost 5 straight. Barrow above the drop by 3 goals and a goal difference over AFC Fylde, who also haven't won 5 straight and haven't won in 5, I should say. Stevenage are down. They are 23 adrift. Just 4 wins from 41. They haven't won in 5 either. Vanarama National, Oldham have secured at least a playoff spot. They are 8 clear over Kidderminster, Macclesfield, Solihull Moors. Those 3 are also playoff bound. Sutton, Worthing, and Hartlepool are the final 3 playoff places. Northampton Town 7 back, though, and haven't won in 5 with 5 to play. At the bottom, Aldershot Town are 2 above the drop over Maidenhead. Dorking haven't lost in 5, but they're still 10 adrift with 5 to play in 22nd. Accrington level on points with them in 23rd. And then Cheltenham are down. They're 20 points adrift. Only 5 to play. They're going back down. I believe if Cheltenham did go down, would Cheltenham not go to... Cheltenham's in the south, isn't it? Wouldn't they go to Vanarama South? Like, they're south enough that they would probably go, I would imagine, Vanarama South. Are they not? It depends. Gloucester, they're right next to Gloucester, and Gloucester, you know, Gloucester could go Vanarama North. All right, the level above us, Ashton Athletic are 7 clear. They have 5 to play there. They finally lost another game. In Central, haven't lost in 5, but they're still 7 back. And Hayfield are a point above the drop. New Mills above the drop on goal difference by 3 goals over Tideswell United, who are starting to put some results together. Daysbrook have lost 5 straight to sink to the bottom of the table. They are a point adrift from safety. That's Leagues in Focus. Let's keep moving on. We're down to 4 days to go. The transfer window is actually closing as well for this league on the 25th. So there's something to pay attention to. My Discord is just bugging the fuck out. Where am I? I'm supposed to be there. There we go. So I don't know why all of a sudden it's decided to bug out. We are going to get to the Euros by the end of the stream. So what you guys are going to see is you're going to see 3 games essentially today. And then after the 3 games, it's going to be straight off season. And during that off season, we're going to have a watch party of the 2032 Euros like we always do. So get ready for that. And then probably the next stream tomorrow will be all Euros. It'll probably be the entirety of the Euros. We might get through the Euros. I do have it set to be the conclusion tomorrow. So there's very much a possibility that we do get there through the Euros. And then obviously the stream on the March the 2nd will be the start of Season 10. That's the plan, at least, is that we'll do Euros today and tomorrow, and then Season 10 will be ready to roll by March or around March the 2nd. And then of course coming up this week, Broad's potential could lead him to become a leading level 10 goalkeeper in the future. By the way, let me know how everybody is. I want to know how everybody is. I hope everybody's doing well. Aside from the arguments over Pickford and his Sunderlandness, when did he even play for Sunderland was my question. When the hell was the last time he even played for Sunderland? He was okay. The answer is never really. He played 31 games. 2016-2017 was the last time he played for Sunderland. I'm doing okay, just playing Action Time in it right now since I didn't play yesterday. Sick. I was thinking about logging on. I'm letting I wanted to take a few days to let the fuck you call it 10th. You know, the things that like let you that the special actions or the special facilities that let you like build AP and build you know the instant missions, the operational missions. I'm letting that build a little bit before claiming them. So apparently there's a VAR check as well for yeah, the energy battle, etc. Yeah, exactly. That stuff. Um, I need operational missions badly. I wanted to kind of stack them in AP. That way, when I come on stream next time, I can just burn operational missions and get a lot of levels. So okay, everything kind of as it is. 2 days, no goal. Yeah, I saw the ball went out of play. Restricted transfer window is closing. 2,300. So, ooh, ooh, that could have been a lot worse. That tackle. Thankfully, it wasn't. Again with this shit. Literally on transfer deadline day, you're gonna fucking do, and then it's gonna be like, oh, there's an embargo on the club on transfer deadline day. So, sorry. We move on. 1 day to go. So, I do feel bad. It's kind of a quick turnaround for Everton, and Palace have basically had all week to rest and recover. That was what was kicking my ass in FM10 is just fixture congestion, just constant. Like Dave even would tell me, "Boo, freaking who?" Yeah, I know. I'm not a big Everton fan. I just want Moyes to do well because I think West Ham didn't treat him well after everything they gave him. Shouldn't have stayed up so long on Wednesday. Fucking Christ, you're Christ. That's got to be Anthony. The fuck, man. Tight. He let it play out. Oh, good ball. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is like a clown fiesta right now. Um, we're not going to listen to that. We are 1-3 favorites. Polesworth, North, Warwick are 17-2. The draw is 7-2. Brought us on the verge of the clean sheet milestone in the division. Remember, at the start of the season, we couldn't hold a clean sheet to save our life. Now he's got 13. Hey, yeah. Thank you very much. It's only the one player. That's fine. So we're good to go there. Oh, what a ball! What a ball across the box, and no Palace players there, or no Everton players been there on the end of it. It's also a good ball, and no Everton players. Fucking Christ! Two brilliant crosses, and literally not anywhere near anybody. Um, so let's go to the pre-match press conference. Kick this off with a question from Graham Underwood by Sky Sports. Bentley Cundall has joined in with plaudits coming your way after recent success. Uh, uh, now that you won the title, do you foresee your remaining fixtures going? We have to play like champions, yeah. I'd consider our strong favorites. Yep. um, we're probably prepared. Uh, uh, we're already preparing for the future. Everyone knows they have to impress if they want to stay involved. I think that's fine. Now that Edris signed a new contract, we'll be patient, and then that's that. Okay, cool. So I only mention that in FM10 because like I was having great form, and then I got to a point where literally I played 2 straight months of Wednesday Saturdays, like 2 straight months, and I had to rotate for league games. Like I had no option. So and even even taking Goodge's advice and resting players like 2 days, it just they still weren't recovered enough. Like there, I would get Friday, and then I would have a game Saturday, right? So I would give them Thursday and Friday off, and they would still be on like 80. Like they would go in full health to the Wednesday game. They'd come into They'd come into the Saturday game at like 89%, and I'm like, okay, it's not great, but we can work with it. And then I would give them Sunday, Monday off, let them train Tuesday, and they'd go into Wednesday game and they'd be like 83%. And I'm like, really? Like, if I should rotate you, I can't rotate everybody. And then the players that I didn't rotate, who maybe were like 86%, by the time we got to the next Saturday game, they were on like 79, 80. And I'm like, I don't have a choice now. You have to sit a game. Like, so I had to strategically place it so that like my best 11 were always available for the cup games, and we wound up dropping points in 6 games straight in the league, and we bottled the league. We absolutely bottled it. We were never top of the league. I think we were top of the league like once, maybe eight weeks in, but we were always like third, fourth, right around that picture, challenging for that second place, which is the only playoff spot. And then we slipped to like seventh after the bad form, and now we've won. I think we're up to like fifth or fourth again, but it's like the playoffs are like 8 points back, and I only have like 6 or 7 games left, so it's going to be very tough to overcome. We are the marquee matchup versus Poleswork North Warwick. The expectation is that we win. uh, I'm going to pause this mix in a minute. The ads are in 14:30, so we might play first half, pause it in halftime for the ads, and then play second half. Whenever the ads come, we're going to pause, though. Well, you guys won't miss a thing. So, don't you worry. The only thing I can think of as to why the YouTube videos got all out of numbered is maybe I uploaded the same video twice. But nothing on here in terms of the times, like the video lengths, have suggested that that is the case. I have no fucking clue. I have no clue how it got out of order, out of whack. Absolutely no clue. Oh well. I'll figure it out one day. Navarro turns in eye-catching performance in Counterlogic FC Under-18's draw. Uh, Navarro in the 54th before McGuckin. What a name. Alex McGuckin from the spot in the 77th. We drew Southport Under-18s, which is not a great draw considering they're 16th. We are still 1 point back of FC Halifax Town in the Under-18s league. They have 4 to play in that league, so league's starting to wind down a little bit here in England. Oh, really nasty collision between a Palace defender and his own keeper. This might have to be concussion protocol. It looks like he got caught with the boot to the face. That's awful. That is terrible. Poor dude can't catch a break. Yeah. Henderson. Henderson's the keeper, I think. Has he been hurt? Is that what it is? It looked nasty. You know who really can't catch a break, by the way? The fucking fans. City win that case again with 115 charges, and now they're going to start storming back towards the top. Like, fucking fans got no love, man. No love. Next season, I bet you City's unbelievable. We're going to put a pause on that. Yes, sir. Yeah, I know. Fucking can't fans can't catch a break. Spain's playing their cup finals in fucking Saudi Arabia. Uh, you know, City's 115 charges basically get dropped by the courts. Like, it's just dog shit, man. Football's become so money hungry. It's awful. I was explaining this to my dad the other day. I said, you know what? I said, if you go back to the Champions League itself, right? In 20 in the 1930s, you go back to the Champions League in the 1930s, right? All sorts of teams won it, right? Belgrade Red Star, Studea Bucuresti, right? All these teams won it. All these teams had a chance to win it. You know what I mean? Villa, Forest, in amongst the kind of names like, Mönchengladbach making finals. I said, you're never going to see the likes of that again. I mean, it's just so money driven, and it's things like coefficients and all this and shit. It's built to keep the richest clubs in power. That's all it is. There's no actual fucking fairness in any of it, or parity or anything. Um, right. They made two changes to the starting lineup. We're gonna always press Sean Murphy. Let's get to the dressing room. Uh, I got the fight song ready. So let's see what we can do here. I'm gonna point the finger and say, let's show them why. There we go. That's good. Everybody got motivated on that. Let's go. 0-2 and 3 in their last five for Polesworth North Warwick. Counterlogic FC, 5 wins on the trot. It's actually 13, I think, wins on the trot now for us. There's the tables. We are already up. Polesworth North Warwick are in an absolute dogfight at the other end of the table. We get the guard of honor. Look at how short my manager is compared to the rest of it. It's just so short. It's hilarious. Who doesn't love a good guard of honor? Massey gets us underway. Polesworth North Warwick in the green. We're in the black with the blue. Oh, boy. What a turnover. Twinkle. Myself. Cookies. Snicky. Should have gone wide. Should have gone wide. There was a lane. That's a bad pass. End of highlight. End of highlight. End of highlight. Ugh. Why is the highlight not over? Sheamus. Over the top. Snicky. Did they stay on sides? Down. Snicky. It's in the opening minute. The opening minute of play. What a ball over the top. Fofana didn't stand a chance, to be honest. That's just a really good ball. Go back to the fight song. Oh no, Murphy. No. Okay, good cutout. I was gonna be like, not 1-1 within 2 minutes. Jesus Christ. Did you guys see that Arsenal put Marino? Can't remember his name. I think it was Marino or something like that. And he in 6 minutes he scored twice in today's game. And what's his name? Arteta had started Raheem Sterling. Marino, yeah. He came in, he scored 2 goals in 6 minutes, and Raheem Sterling was the guy he replaced. Like, how shit is Raheem Sterling now? I don't know why Arsenal signed him. I really don't. So, I 100% agree. Wouldn't even start for West Ham. I wouldn't want him. I would get fucking pissed if we signed him. Like, oh, there it is. We're not even done playing the fight song, and it's 2. What a header. Sterling, yeah, Sterling's done. I feel the same way about Marcus Rashford, but even then, he still provided something to Villa today, and fucking Sterling didn't provide any. Just he's just terrible. Like, I don't want him to come. Like, part of me says I don't want him to come to MLS, but part of me also thinks, I mean, he's not. He wouldn't make it here anyway. He would not make it in MLS. He might have one decent season in him in MLS, and then he's just going to get absolutely caught out by the league. So, yeah, it's there. He's cooked. Offside. I was going to say, isn't that offsides? It is offside. Sean Murphy, offsides. So, I'm interested to see if Union actually signed this guy they're supposed to sign, by the way, from Uruguay. Oh, what a dribble. I kind of wanted to see Snicky take it themselves. Good touch, Frack. Yeah. Henderson's got one of those blood clotting rolls. You know, the ones that just suck up all the blood up his nose. So, we lead 2-0. Oh, God, Murray, no. Good tackle, Jack. Jesus. Great tackle. We've only had 2 shots, and both of they're literally the goals. So, it's not a bad idea. Is he going to hold up that ball? Yeah, Sheamus did practically the only thing he could do there. And that's put it out for a corner. Whipped in, Cookies. Oh, good find. Go on, Cookies, shoot. Why would you take a touch, man? I think Akoni Kun's coming back from an off. No, he was on sides. Okay. I mean, even if Cookies did take a touch there, just settle the ball. You don't need to dribble it forward. That was delivered on a platter for you, man. That is deflected out for a corner. I understand Retro's hate, though, because you know what I don't like about Pickford? Why is he always got to look like the greasiest guy on the pitch? Like, that's my problem with him. Aside from the fact that he's overrated by Everton fans. But he just looks so... Oh, my God. He looks so slimy. Always angry, too. Yeah, exactly. Always angry. Sheamus, Parks, Twinkle, shoot! Off the post. Tight. Can't be healthy for him. I don't know. Oh, I've almost headed that in for a second. Go on, Cookies. Oh, that's blocked. I don't know. Sometimes it's good to vent your frustrations. I don't know about all the time, though. He seems to be all the time. So. Oh, come on now. Come on now. That was definitely a pullback. That's definitely a foul. I don't know if you guys saw that, but hey, Zen! Have a great weekend in stream. Hope all is well. Thank you. It's okay. Um, I took on $5,000 worth of debt, but I booked the Olympics hotel. So, you know, make of that what you want. Gonna spend the next year trying to pay everything off. I'll go but other than that, yeah, I'm doing okay. So the event tickets cost me $2,900. The hotels cost me $53, and I still have to buy the plane ticket. But once I buy the plane ticket, that's it. It's all paid, or at least charged. Maybe not paid off, but charged. So going on you. Who cares about that? After 5 years, they get expunged. Not here. Not here, my man. Not in the States. They let you carry debt for 40 years here if they can. My mate is still paying her student loans off, and she's 7 years older than me. Her student loans from college when she was 22. So I have room here for you when you need to escape. I appreciate that, man. I'm okay. Good to off the bar. He might have been off sides too, but off the bar. Palace just hit the bar. Oh my lord. Oh, good save, Rot. She had to pay for education? Whoa. Yeah. Yeah, you still do. Don't get started. Listen, it's not the fact that you have to pay for education. I would understand it if it was like $2,500 a semester, like all inclusive, like not just tuition. You know what I mean? Because all these colleges over here, they always advertise, well, tuition for us is only $3,000. Yeah, that's tuition. Once I add room, once I add board, once I add the books, once I add all that shit, it's like, But if it was everything, room and board, tuition, book, all of that was $2,500 a semester, I would say that's probably a reasonable price to pay, because then you're paying $20,000 for 4 years of schooling. Okay? That's not how it is, unfortunately. I went to a Division II school, so I went to a very not high-end school, and it was costing me $21,000 a year. And by the time you tack on all the interest that accrues and then capitalizes once you come out of college, yeah, it was 100 and whatever, it was 138, about $138,000, I think. In the end, is what I paid for 4 years, and I didn't graduate. So, yeah, literally half the cost of a house. Spaps just taps that in. Let's go. So. That happened right as the ads came. Unfortunately. So, Blue Shite scored. Oh, Everton did? Well, they're in white, but yeah. I'm still playing the goal music. Why? Yeah. Right. Yeah. Yep. My friend, I actually had a friend, by the way. Don't forget to also pay for nursery, preschool, high school, and the university, or whatever you do. Yeah, exactly. You pay for everything over here. Although I went to public school, so we didn't pay for, like, my high school wasn't paid, my grade school wasn't paid. Those were free services, but um, that amounts to about 500K. I can, but it's the fact that you know student loan terms now when you take them are about 30 years. So if you come out of college and you don't pay extra on your loans, you will be paying them till you're 52. Now, I'm sorry, but when you're 50, you shouldn't have student loans. You should be like, planning the last stage, like in the last stages of your retirement planning, right? So, not worried about student loans, you know? It is the same year. Public school is not free, buddy. You still need to pay books and all that. Yeah, yeah, I know, but I'm just saying, like, it's the fact that $138,000 is way too much for post-secondary education. So, we're paused for the ads. They've got 47 seconds. So, but unless you're sending them to private school, I highly doubt that's the cost over there. I'm highly skeptical of that. Um, but you know, then again, Spain's a lot different. Spain is just an odd country with the way they operate with some things. Uh, them in Brazil, as a lot of the times. So, uh, right. Ads are done in 9 seconds. We'll resume the second half after the ads. We are gonna. Why is everybody fucking complacent? What the fuck? Um, well done so far. There you go. Now they're all happy. Oh, you're talking about the Netherlands. Okay, fair enough. Okay, okay. I thought it was Spain because I know I'm obviously like compared to the rest of Europe, Spanish laws are a lot different than than a lot of different places in Europe. So just the way buyouts and things work, and like football's a really good like insight into some of the uniqueness of Spanish law. Uh, for as an example, but nonetheless, you know, they made this thing. They have this thing over here. So that's why I say I care about that because it's not expunged either over here. You have to pay it. They actually made it so that if you declare bankruptcy over here, your student loans are exempt from bankruptcy forgiveness. So if you're 100, like my sister's college cost her $225,000 for 4 years. Uh, oh my God, that bounced around everywhere. So and if she were to declare bankruptcy, she still owes every penny of that $225,000, no matter what. So she's fucked. I mean that's just the she's even more fucked than I am. That's just the long and short of it. So oh come on now, that'll be a throw-in. Throwing off the well not off the kickoff. We're about 5 minutes in now, and we okay. I don't know. My question is, she's still doing what she? Yeah, she's a nurse. Yeah, she's a registered nurse. So I didn't. I went to college for history and political science, and I didn't graduate because I needed a fifth year. And by the time I am so stupid. I put three people on the bench for the same fucking position. By the time I went through, I'm gonna put on Charlie Wildman. He needs time. By the time I should actually cancel that. Go on, cookies. That's a goal anyway. That's my bad, guys. By the time I completed my fourth year and I went to get a fifth, the loan for the fifth and final year, they basically told me that I didn't have enough credit and I took out too much debt already, so they wouldn't finance my fifth year. So I had to drop out because I couldn't get a student loan to pay for the fifth year. I was offered to study economy at the best uni in Europe at the time, even though my grade was below par, so I declined. I should have studied economics, but then again, I have no clue what I would have done with economics. So I should have done sports broadcasting since I was a commentator. It would have been really useful. But you never really know. When you're 18, you never really know what you want to do. It's kind of hard to make that decision and then be stuck with it. I have a friend. I have a friend who wanted to be a computer programmer, so she studied computer science and all that stuff. And then about 3.25 years. Oh, come on now. How is he not on sides? Or how is he on sides? There goes Brott's record at the clean sheet, ruined by who the fuck? Who kept him on? Who even kept him on? Boring as fuck, mate. I went instead to the sports academy and asked only study football coach. They went, no, you can't. I just turned around and left. I should have done the same. I should have never gone to college in the first place. But I have a friend who went. She went for computer science, and she in her 7th semester, she realized that it's not what she wanted to spend the rest of her life doing. But she was so deep into college by that point, obviously, right? Because she was her senior year, that she just stuck with it and finished it and saw it out. And now she absolutely hates it and hates doing it every day and hates working in the field every day. And I'm like, that's kind of rough. That's kind of rough. We're gonna make a double sub here. Here's Byrne. Oof, right off the top of the net. So, but anyway, 4-1 for us, 66 minute. I didn't mean to put on I did not mean to put on Mukendi. That's not who I wanted on. He's in the wrong position. He's in the wrong position. Mukendi's in the wrong position. Cancel. Yes. Tactics. Mukendi's in the wrong position. I'm sorry, Sheamus. I fucked up. I've got to put Mukendi on the left. Good save, Brott. Offsides. Okay, good. Here's Byrne again. Off the wall. Okay, it's halftime in the game, by the way. So, I also need to prep the next Paralympics VOD, which I'm going to watch after the game. That should be good. Yes, thank you. Oh my God, they just hit the post. All right, there we go. I know so many people from my school that went to college uni are doing something completely different. I'm happy I made my choices in life. I've traveled, learned different trades, cultures, so good. Yeah, that's the only thing I would have changed is I would have traveled a little bit more. I wouldn't have gone to college. I would have gone straight into the workforce, and then I would have probably have had way more money to be able to travel and do a lot and experience more different cultures. I've only been to Canada, so this trip coming up to Italy is going to be the first time I actually step foot outside of North America, um, which is what I'm looking forward to. So I oh yeah, he hit the bar. They're showing the replay where he hit the bar. I've learned a lot about different cultures just from meeting different people, but and talking to them. But I need to actually experience Ziggurat. Live there in Roma. I speak it too. Nice. I'm going to need you to guide me 16 days around Italy then. Guys, if you're not following, first off, I need to shout out Zan as well. So if you guys are interested, he streams pinball, he streams all sorts of different games, but a lot of puzzle games as well. Check out the lovely Zan, who's a really fun guy. Whoa, you're going to Italy? Viva, bro. Come on now. You know already. Thanks, buddy, for the shout out. I appreciate you, man. You're absolutely welcome. Um, but yeah, definitely give Zan a look. Where is Italy? uh, you guys, Jesus Christ, are we gonna get a fifth and final goal on the top? We might. Cookies has got it here. Myself, Parks, hey Cully, Balkans, if I remember correctly. Oh my God, trying to start wars over here. The other shout out I want to give out, by the way, which I'm gonna have to wait for the actual Twitch shout out for a little bit, but I can do the other one, is Ziggurath streams a community save with Baldur's Gate 3 streams. Why did that not pop? That should have popped. I don't think I waited to cool down. Why is that not popped? Have I typed that correctly? Everything looks correct. I typed out shout out correctly this time too. Jesus. Anyway, maybe it needs a cooldown. Edwards has been cautioned. It doesn't matter. I'm trying, brother. I'm trying. There we go. Community save at Baldur's Gate 3. Network save at Football Manager. Satisfactory network save. We've played Euro Truck together. Really great guy. Check out the Ziggurath as well. I'll give you the Twitch shout out in a moment once the cooldown's gone. We are about to win this game. And welcome in Cully as well, by the way. So let me queue up some David Isley, because the full-time whistle is less than 3 minutes away. Although Polesworth North Warwick are trying for his second. Just a consolation this would be. That is all sorts of a deflection out for a corner. So Mac won today. They are tearing it up, man. Macclesfield are tearing it up. 3-1 away at the Warrington Rylands. Nice. It's really coming down in snow. Now I'm like, am I going to have to actually go shovel? It is supposed to swap over to rain. So I'm thinking it's going to wash away. It depends on how heavy it's actually going to come down. So if it comes down heavy enough, it won't wash away. And then we'll have a bigger problem. So, but it's definitely coming down out there. Anyway. FM26, here we come. We had heavy snow a few days ago, but it washed away. We are getting 3 hours worth of snow. It's supposed to be about 1 to 3 inches, and then it is supposed to rain for the next 8 after that. But then Thursday it's supposed to snow. I'm sorry, Wednesday night, late, like at 6 p.m. maybe, overnight into Thursday, late morning, early afternoon. Spaps has fired it over, and we're supposed to get 5 to 8 inches. There it is. There's the full-time whistle, which is I think 12 to 20 centimeters of snow. It's a considerable amount. So been snowing here all day. Of course, Viva. 4-1 Snicky in the opening minute, 58 seconds. And then myself in the 17th. Spaps in the final minute of the first half put us 3-0 up at the half. And Cookies in the 53rd made it 3-0. Ly Edwards, 2 minutes after Cookies made it 4-1. It was the only consolation goal. We are 4-1 winners over Polesworth North Warwick. I'll give you 5 to 8 inches, bro, of snow, bro. Bruh. 4-1 in our anti-penultimate game of the season. Sweet, sweet victory, yeah. Now we had 3 inches tops here. If you give it to me in centimeters, I'll convert it. It's fine with me too. The only person here that I think is going to be getting a lot more snow is Viva. Because obviously it snows probably way more frequently in Norway than it does in Philadelphia. So Down in the valley, it's almost all gone. We did go up to the hill today and took Anna sledding. That's nice. Did you see, by the way, Zig? There's a game coming out on Steam just called Sledding Game, and that's all it is. Is you guys just sled down on the side of a mountain, and there's proximity chat, and you can ride the ski lift back up to the top of the mountain, and you can throw snowballs at each other. It was great. I'm actually really looking forward to it. I'm going to buy that game the moment it's on available. Catton United 3-0 over Enmore KGR. Gelhart in the 6th, Richards in the 22nd, Moore in the 58th. You can wish list the game on Steam. That's why I have it wish listed. But yeah. 3-0 for Catton United. They are still in second place. Pretty much got second place locked now because Marsh are going to be 9 points back. Why? Because they've lost at home versus Slinewood has. Bentley in added time at the end of the first half gives Slinewood the big upset win. It basically knocks Marsh United's chances of a second place finish out of contention. Millthorpe Corinthians hosting Kendall County. Hibbert Ordish in the second minute put Millthorpe Corinthians ahead, but then it was Mitchell in the 37th. Chupo in the 47th, Kiembe from the penalty marker in the 67th, and Escobar in the 72nd to make it 4-1 Kendall County. They will move up into 7th place. Why? Because Polton hosting Lancaster Boys Club. Clythe in the 25th minute put Polton ahead. Mason scored in the first minute of added time at the end of the first half to level it for Lancaster Boys Club. Fallon in the second minute of added time at the end of the first half would put Polton back ahead at the break 2-1. Clythe in the 65th and then again in the 72nd to complete his hat trick made it 4-1, and Everall a minute later would make it 4-2, but the Lancaster Boys Club could not get anything further. They slipped to 8th, and Polton will leapfrog up into 6th. Ware Villa, big result in the relegation fight. Ware Villa and Carnforth Rangers, Baines for the visitors in the 17th minute put Carnforth Rangers up 1-0, and Britton in the 48th made it 2-0. But McLaughlin in the 69th, Lloyd in the 76th, and Barton in the final minute of the game won it for Ware Villa. They move out of the drop. They were in the drop on goal difference. They're out of the drop now off the foot of the table up to 9th and are 3 points clear of the drop. That is the results around the league. And we have got 2 games to go. We're going to save the game. We're going to do the post-match press conference, of course. And then we're going to move into the next episode. So, achievements, the center of attention. Of course, thank you very much. Let's attend the press conference. Kick this off with the first question from Mark Barker at the Daily Mirror. Good result for you out there. I have a lot of time for it. There we go. Always be nice. Record speaks for itself. It's close enough we can taste it. I always believe possession. I'm never to pick players who haven't played much. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? They've all played this season. Thank you. Thank you for accepting my neutral answer. Sheamus on 40. He had 3 assists in the game, and still Oliver Clythe with the hat trick is player of the week. I forgot to save, so we'll do that now. Hit that save key. And that'll be the end of the episode. This was CLG FC episode 176 on YouTube. I've some way fucked up the numbering, but we'll figure that out later. Until then, take care.